Welcome everyone. Today we're in Osaka and this is the Church of the Light by Tadao Ando. Today's video is quite different from the other ones that I've done, and I wanted to give you a quick insight on why I chose this building and why VR. The fact is, I was planning a trip to Japan for this 2020 and it won't happen. And this building was set as one of my priorities. On the other hand, I wanted to do something visually appealing, different, and that could be useful to complement the concepts and explanations. That's how I got here. So let's start. The 3D file will be available for download on my Patrons page. I'll leave a link on the description below. And I will also check on how I can share the VR file with you guys so you can experience it with VR glasses if you have them. On the left side, the church. On the right side, you can see the Sunday school. The school was an addition to the church built 10 years after, following the same language and principles. Today I will focus on the church, but if you'd like to see a video about the school, let me know, I can prepare something similar. The building is roughly a 6 by 6 by 18 meter box, built in reinforced concrete, sliced open by another concrete wall in a 15-degree angle. That cut creates the entrance sequence and allows light to enter the main space. At the same time, it creates the patios between the buildings. Also, if you realize, opposing to the rigid volumes of the buildings, the entrance is a curved element. This is, together with the concrete benches, the only curved elements of the project. All these are very characteristic of his work. The private exterior patios, the use of simple volumes contrasting each other. They can be seen in the Azuma house located here in Osaka as well, in the Iwasa house, in his Vitra pavilion, also in the Koshino house, very extensively used. But the use of simplified shapes without any additional unnecessary elements is not minimalism per se, but just a medium. The aim is to create a place of retreat, far from all the outside world distractions. Let's move on to the inside of the building. In the entrance sequence, we transition to a space where light is very controlled. This is an architecture of duality, of contrasts between light and dark, between solid and void. There are 2 points where the light comes into the space. One is through the gaps between the wall and the concrete block, and the second is the big cross void, behind the main altar. A cross that exists in light, but not physically. The creation of a spiritual symbol, not by adding a cross, but by acting on the wall removing concrete. The space is very honest and humble on the inside as well. You won't find any religious figures or images, no ornament or stone altars. He created the space for the congregation, a space to pray, separate from the exterior. In regards to materials, the project is basically concrete and wood. Although he was never trained as an architect, he was trained as a carpenter at a young age. And that can be seen in the concrete. The material is treated with great precision, with joints matching in walls and ceiling, creating this virtual grid. But this precision is present both during planning and construction, as he even has his own teams of carpenters to make the formwork and achieve that finish and labor. The reinforced concrete is treated during pouring in a way that works together with the light, bringing shininess and reflections into the space. The other material, wood, is extensively used for the floor, benches and altar furniture. Again, no decoration or ornament, plain utilitarian design. But all these are built out of repurposed scaffolding that was used to build those same walls. I would also like to talk about other references that influenced this project. The first would be Le Corbusier with the obvious exposed concrete connection. In the 60s, Tadao Ando traveled across Europe, visiting his work and studied his projects and drawings deeply. They both used the material extensively in their projects. Differently from Tadao, in Le Corbusier's case, the surface is treated in a much rougher manner, without the finesse and precision seen here. Also, some other references from Corbusier can be found in other of his projects. I will leave a couple of interesting links below if you want to investigate further. If we focus on the cross, a good reference would be the Pantheon in Rome, although with some obvious differences. The Pantheon is a 43-meter diameter dome with a central opening to allow light to come in. This is the only point for the light to come into that space, and it is completely open to the exterior. In the case of the church, the opening is facing east, with direct light bathing the interior in the morning hours. As a side note, although initially Tadao wanted to have the cross-section completely open to the outside for the wind to come in, this was not accepted, so they installed glass sheets to close it off. Actually, that same reference to the Pantheon reappears later for the Hill of the Buddha project. This is a beautiful church and space, and it encapsulates most of Tadao Ando's concepts and work ideas. What do you think about the building? Do you know of other references that I missed? Share your thoughts and comments below and let me know what you think about this video format. Do you like it, even though it's not fully real? Don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the notifications if you like the video. It really helps the channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Until the next video, stay healthy.